Yo guys, and welcome back to another video, and welcome back to another Doctor Who review. And in today's video we are going to be reviewing the very long awaited Rubbertoe Replicas 14th Doctor's Sonic Screwdriver review. And man, have I been excited to review this. So it came in the cardboard box that you see over there, filled with packing peanuts, as always, to ensure the safety of this very expensive prop replica. So expensive that I actually haven't been able to purchase another one in between this. I think the all in all was about 1,600, 1,500, somewhere around that level. So obviously a very expensive video. So if you could like this video and subscribe, I would massively appreciate it, because it would always help us to fund maybe 1%, if that, of the next video. So yeah, if you can hit that subscribe button, I'd massively appreciate it. And let's get into this review. So you just have to open up the bubble wrap right here. I am hoping to get my hands on a couple of other pieces sometime soon. That is the plan. Here it is, right here. Just put all this bubble wrap to the side. But yeah, I am hoping to purchase some more pieces from Rubbertoe Replicas in the future. That is, fingers crossed, the hope. And next on my list are the Sonic pen from the Adipose episode. Sorry, yeah, the Adipose Industries sort of set, as you could call it. I also want to buy the Future Sonic, the River Song Future Sonic, and also I'm looking at getting a 11th Doctor's double extendable Sonic. So the one that extends double the length of what the original extended. So yeah. But for now, this is this review. So if you want to help me get some more Sonic screwdrivers in the future, like this video and subscribe. I would massively appreciate it. So this is the box. It's a nice tin box, and it has the BBC Doctor Who logo on the front, the brand new 15th Doctor's technically, because if you're looking at the 14th Doctor's one, it would have the diamond. So just a little thing there, but it is of the new era, so it all does work all together. This is the 14th Doctor's Sonic Screwdriver by Rubbertoe Replicas. I am actually hoping that they do some variants of the 15th Doctors and restock the 13th Doctors, because I failed to get one of them. So yeah. But yeah, it would be cool. So a lot of Doctor Who replicas I need to get. So that'll definitely keep me busy. So this is the tin top, and if we take this off and remove this, as you can see, we have a nice picture right here, which I'm gonna try and keep this as nice of a big reveal as possible. On the back is the Certificate of Authenticity, signed by Nick Rubbertoe, right here. It's number 197 of 500, and also signed by the designer. Very cool. So it is cool to have the two signatures on here. Very nice. I'm going to put that on the top right there. We also have this, which is just a nice little instructions of how to use it and all of that kind of stuff. And if we lift this up, here is the Sonic itself. And what a amazing Sonic screwdriver this is. Look at this right here. So right here you just have a nice little plaque which displays this. This doesn't come out or anything. It is just glued to the top of this right here, very, very securely in place. So, nice little added extra right here. Next up, you do have the stand, which is possibly the heaviest of the Rubbertoe Replicas stands, and just incredibly difficult to get out due to just how heavy this and solid this piece is. So we're going to take a look at the stand in a little bit, but let's get on to this main part right here, mainly because it's the only piece that I can get out of the packaging, but also because it is the main attraction. So here we go, and you do get all of the Gallifreyan scrolls right here, which is laser engraved into the foam, which is just nice and securely keeping this amazing piece secure and in the packaging. So I'm going to try and pull this out right now. Right here. So as you can see, it's cradled underneath, so you're all good. Now, first thing is that this does have a nice bit of weight to it. It's a very weighty, clunky sonic screwdriver, which I think really adds to the effect of this sonic screwdriver. It looks big and clunky and heavy, and that is exactly what you get with this replica. So, very, very cool. Let's start at the bottom right here. So you get a nice end piece right here with the hexagonal piece right here. I believe this is all just solid. You get then the dials right here, which are almost a remnant and a little nod back to the Master's laser screwdriver, which I'm going to try and focus on these right here so that you, yes, there we go, so that you can see all of this detail, because this is such a nice and detailed screwdriver. You want to see every inch of that detail. So there it is right now. You then have the leather section, which again just looks really, really cool. It is hand stitched on there as well, hand stitched around, and just looks absolutely fantastic. See what I did there? Yeah. Anyway, you then have this little ring right here, and then you have this nice cracked sort of marble effect on here, which is very reminiscent of the 10th Doctor's era. But yeah, this just looks so cool. The finish is just so nice. It's genuinely so cool, and this is one of my favourite parts of this sonic screwdriver actually. Then you have the activation switch with the Gallifreyan text on it. More on the activation switch and slider in a little bit. Moving up, you have the claws right here, which this part all is the emitter, and it does all extend and all of that kind of stuff, but again, we're going to get into that in a little bit. But as you can see, you've got 4 claws, very reminiscent of the Matt Smith sonic screwdriver, which I like that this is almost a hybrid of a bunch of different sonic screwdrivers put together. You then have this little piece in the middle, which ultimately comes to the top piece right here, which is, of course, the main emitter. So, to activate this sonic screwdriver, you just press and hold on the button right here. And that is literally it. You do just get the one sound effect by pushing the button. I believe there is no hidden sound effects or anything. Yeah, no hidden sound effects on this one. But you do, however, have to firmly press on this button. It's not a case of just lightly tapping it or anything like that, because the button is underneath. You have to firmly press to get the emitter to lighten up. You also have the switch right here, which pops up the emitter. Now, this is a very, very cool bit, so I'm going to have the camera focus on this right now so that you guys can see in the action. So you push it down like this and then extend it like this, and as you can see, all 4 of the claws light up, as well as this little column section right here at the end. Such a cool added feature to it right there. Now, one thing I will say is that it is said in this little letter right here, but to push this piece down here, you don't use this. The slider it is quite fragile when pushing it back in, because the springs obviously must keep it all up like this, and there must be a spring that does put some force on this right here. So, to push this all in right here, what you do is you just take a hold of the metal part right here, you don't put any force on this, and then you just push this all back down in, and it snaps shut perfectly, ready to use again. So very, very cool. One thing I will note as well is the lights and sound do get almost louder when it opens up like this. So cool. So yeah, this is the overall look at this prop replica. I just think it is such an amazing piece, and I just have such a love for the Doctor Who Sonic Screwdriver props that having a replica in your hand is just so much better than having the toy, which I will be doing a comparison in next week's video from this to the toy, so stick around because that comparison is absolutely coming. So stick around for that. But yeah, this is such a cool prop replica. I just absolutely love every single part of this, and it just does the prop so much more justice than the toy. One thing I will say as well is, even though this is a very, very pricey replica, I do think it is worth the price. Just simply because of how good of a job Nick and the team does on these sonic screwdrivers. They are an absolute work of art, and every single one that I get it's just such a masterpiece in its own right. So it's always a complete honour to own one of these pieces, knowing they're limited edition, created and crafted from the same person who obviously does the props for the show, which is just such an added level of extra detail on this whole thing. I'm going to go ahead and set it down just over here. So I'm going to attempt to get this. I'm going to attempt to remove this stand right here. But yeah, as I did say a little earlier on, I definitely want to get some more of these prop replicas. It is on my list of things to do, and I do want to order some more of these in the foreseeable future. So, of course, if you want to like this video and you like me doing these prop replica reviews, then of course all of that tremendously helps with, you know, actually getting these to work. I'm gonna put this down. I'm gonna try and do it this way. See if I can. Yes, here we go. That is a little trick. Use gravity to work with you. So let's set this to one side. All of the weight has literally just been transferred out of here, by the way. Like, this 100% is what is weighing this thing down. So this is the stand right here. And yeah, just before I obviously go into the stand, I do want to obviously get some more of these prop replicas. That is the aim with the next couple of months on this channel. So I want to try and get some money together so I can, you know, purchase some more prop replicas, because I know a lot of people love and enjoy these prop replica reviews. So I always do an in-depth review on just as much as I can possibly get about the item, so I know people enjoy them. So yeah, just slap a like and subscribe. Anyway, back to the actual review in hand. Look at this beautiful stand right here. It's a solid piece and it looks amazing. You've got this nice raised section in the middle right here, and you have this nice section around the outside, and then all of these nice little blue pieces right here. It would be nice if they lit up or something like that, but just by itself it looks so cool. These are really, really nice pieces, and yeah, this just looks absolutely amazing, and I absolutely love this stand. On the bottom here as well, you have engraved into the bottom of the stand Doctor Who logo, and then the number and the signature right here. This just looks like it would fit so well on the 14th Doctor's TARDIS, and it looks like you just charged the Sonic in it, and that's just such a cool thing. This does fit very, very nicely in the stand right here. As you can see, fits beautifully. And obviously, this is on my bed right now, but it, you know, even if you're wobbling around, this thing ain't falling over anytime soon. So, this just looks absolutely insanely cool. Stand is well worth it. Looks like it could literally be part of the TARDIS. So yeah, very, very cool. You can even display it in the open mode right here. Let me just try and open this up. It's always easier to open it like this because you have like a bit of force right here. But yeah, even with that, see how cool it looks? Yeah, this looks insanely cool. So yeah, that is pretty much my whole review on this sonic screwdriver. And this makes just such a fine addition to my collection. Sound like General Grievous there. But yeah, it is such an honour to have this sonic screwdriver part of my collection. And I'm looking forward to trying to collect some more very, very soon. So yeah, if you enjoyed these videos, comment, like, and subscribe as always. I hope you massively enjoyed this video right here. I'm going to be doing a comparison to the character options toy very, very soon, so stay tuned for that one. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.